So Splitgate has got everyone talking about it at the moment. Imagine an arena shooter like Halo crossed with the mechanics of Portal, and you pretty much have Splitgate. You know, you've probably heard of this one before, as it's been in alpha since 2019, but the team has made significant improvements and everyone is pretty hyped over arena shooters once again. Splitgate is inspired by Halo for sure. Inspired may not be quite accurate, you know, straight out rips elements from Halo and has put them in Splitgate. So call this an homage perhaps, but it is very much in your face from the style of characters running around the arenas. You know, they look really similar to Master Chief, plus the announcer reels off many of the same phrases and callouts, and the name of the game modes like Team SWAT and Shotty Snipers. You know, I'm not complaining, however. I love the aesthetic, the gunplay, and above all, the way the Portal mechanics can mix things up. Now, at first glance, this is a classic arena shooter, but the portals are the X factor here, which allow you to mix up the matches. There's a decent and quick onboarding process at the start, which teaches you the basics of the portal mechanics, and it is fairly simple. You know, you see a textured wall that allows a portal. You throw out one where you want the portal to open up, and you throw another onto another wall. So you can go through the portals, plus you can shoot through the portals too. And you can close up the portals at will, and also throw grenades or EMPs into the enemy portals to close them up. And you are incentivized to create and go through portals by bonus rewards, and you see that all in the endgame medals. It's really hard to describe how much this changes the gameplay. It has the potential to create some amazing moments. For example, you might be pinned down in your spawn point with enemies raining down fire from above. In theory, you could throw a portal behind them and take them out with headshots through a portal if you've got the angles right. And you can also create escape routes to effectively run away from enemies. And there's also the ambush move where you see someone from a distance and throw a portal open next to them, step out and quickly melee them in the back of the head, and they're done. There's endless potential here, and you just wonder why this hasn't been done in the past. The map design is okay at the moment. You know, some maps are certainly better than others. This isn't Bungie, 343 or Respawn levels of map design, but it is still pretty good. Now, imagine the team is only going to get better as time goes on. There's a handful of maps at the moment, but there's bound to be more maps added in the future. But in terms of game modes, we've got many game modes inspired by Halo here, including Team Deathmatch, Team SWAT, Shotty Snipers, Team Oddball, VIP, and some of these are just simply ripped from the Bungie era of Halo. It is hard to understand how they got away with it. Maybe you can't really copyright a game mode, but this is very close to the mark. Well, given this is a free-to-play game, there's plenty of free-to-play mechanics in here, like a battle pass, daily rewards, and incentives to log in every day. You know, a cosmetic store plus your loot box mechanic. There's plenty of ways to personalise your main characters, which range from a high-tech Android style to the downright silly lizard. It doesn't appear to be taking itself too seriously with the cosmetics, allowing players to pretty much create any type of character they want. I played the game for roughly about 10 hours now or so, and I find the cosmetics hard to come by in the free-to-play element of the game. I think I did have 1 or 2 skins since I started playing, which does feel a little bit stingy, although I did get a good skin through the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and that was free for Ultimate subscribers, so if you've got that, definitely head on over to the rewards and collect your free Splitgate skin now. The game has a whole suite of free-to-play mechanics. It's not too in your face, and from what I can see, there aren't any pay-to-win elements, only cosmetics, which is definitely the way to go. In terms of gameplay, you've got all the regular guns you'd imagine from a first-person shooter, including an assault rifle, a battle rifle, a carbine, a shotgun, a pistol, a laser, and also a sniper rifle too, and the gunplay feels pretty good. And I've been playing on the Xbox Series X with a controller, and it feels really, really good, much like the map design, so it's not quite there with Destiny 2 or Apex Legends. The movement feels a little bit floaty. It's not quite as crisp as something like Titanfall 2, which obviously did set the bar very, very high for a first-person shooter combat. So the player count does seem to have gone through the roof with this game recently, with the team having to invest in the servers very quickly, and you now see regular queues of up to 5 minutes. Although recently the team does seem to have fixed that, there doesn't seem to be queues anymore. But a couple of weeks ago, the queues in the evening were quite ridiculous. But we are still in beta, so this can be overlooked for now. But the fact that there's this demand and everyone is playing and talking about this game is really good news for the development team. So it's good to see a small team succeeding with a core gameplay mechanic, which is just really, really popular. You know, the portal mechanic is the real innovation in the first-person shooter space. I'm slightly worried about Splitgate though, as this is their unique selling point. You know, much like when Apex came out with the ping system, all of a sudden you see a ping system popping up in Fortnite, Warzone, etc, etc. So it wouldn't really take too much for Halo Infinite to add something like this, and all of a sudden you've clipped the wings of Splitgate, you know. I think everyone is forgiving of the gameplay of Splitgate because it's got that unique portal mechanic. However, take that uniqueness away, and what have you really got? You know, it's going to be really interesting to see how long it will take for others to adopt this mechanic, given the rise of popularity of Splitgate. So the original launch of Splitgate was set to be 27th of July 2021. However, the team has pushed back the date to focus more on the server stability. And they have also recently come out and said it's going to be in beta indefinitely. And I think this is a good thing because there is a passionate fan base of the game. And if they go into a full 1.0 launch and the servers fall down, well, the audience are going to be very, very disappointed. So it's good to see, and I recommend jumping into the beta ASAP. Splitgate is great fun, plus it's free, meaning you can jump in on consoles and PC for free right now, and do be prepared to wait to get into the game if you are logging on at a popular time. However, if you like arena shooters, this is a must-try game. So the portal mechanics are so good and switch things up, and they have added a much-needed twist to the arena shooter genre. So it has been a long time since we've had real innovation in this space, and Splitgate does have the potential to revitalise things completely. You know, with Halo Infinite coming out in holiday season, plus Apex Legends trying their hands at smaller modes, and Destiny 2 wanting to invest in their PvP more, it's definitely a tough market to enter, and even tougher one to survive, but I reckon Splitgate has a chance, so jump in and give it a try for yourself. Well, the game is developed by 1047 Games, same publisher as well. It's available on PS4 and 5, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One and PC. As I mentioned, the game was supposed to be launched fully on the 27th of July 2021, but it is remaining in indefinite beta for now. And if you go to any game store on the platform of your choice, check out the top free games, and I reckon it's going to be hovering around there near the top. Well, that is it for my first impressions of Splitgate. Really, really good fun. I definitely recommend jumping in and giving it a go. It's doing really, really well, and I wish everyone at 1047 Games all the best there. They've definitely revitalised the arena shooter, but as I mentioned, I hope someone just doesn't come and rip their main portal mechanic off and just add it into their game. Fortnite, I know I'm looking at you. You've done it recently with Among Us. Just don't go ripping off and stealing everyone else's mechanics. Well, that is my first impressions of Splitgate, and thank you so much for watching. For more video game content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.